help here in this. You have condemned and noted Lucius Pella for taking bribes here of the Sardians, wherein my letter, praying on his side because I knew the man, was slighted off.
You wronged yourself to write in such a case.
In such a time as this, it is not meet that every nice offence should bear comment.
Let me tell you, Cassius, you yourself are much condemned to have an itching palm, to sell and mart your offices for gold to undeservers.
I, an itching? You know that you are Brutus that speaks this. Well, by the gods, this speech or else you're lost.
The name of Cassius honours this corruption, and chastisement doth therefore hide his head.
Chastisement?
Remember March? The Ides of March. Remember? Did not great Julius bleed for justice' sake? What villain touched his body that did stab, and not for justice? What? Shall one of us, that struck the foremost man of all this world, contaminate our fingers with base bribes, and sell the mighty space of our large honours for so much trash as may be grasping thus? I had rather be a dog and bay the moon than such a Roman.
Brutus, bait not me. I'll not endure it. You forget yourself to hedge me in. I am a soldier. I, old in practice, abler than yourself to make conditions.
Go to. You are not, Cassius. I say you are not.
Urge me no more, I shall forget myself.
Away, slight man.
Is it possible?
Hear me! For I will speak. Must I give way and room to your rash choler? Shall I be frighted when a madman stares?
Oh, you gods, must I endure all this?
All this, aye, more. Fret till your proud heart break. Go show your slaves how choleric you are, and make your bondmen tremble. Must I budge? Must I observe you? Must I stand and crouch under your testy humour? By the gods, you shall digest the venom of your spleen, though it do split you. For from this day forth, I'll use you for my mirth, yea, for my laughter when you are waspish.
Is it come to this?
You say you are a better soldier. Let it appear so. Make your vaunting true, and it shall please me well. For my own part, I shall be glad to learn of noble men.
You wrong me. Every way. You wrong me, Brutus. I said an elder soldier, not a better. Did I say better?
If you did, I care not.
When Caesar lived, he durst not thus have moved me.
Peace. Huh? Peace? You durst not so have tempted him.
I durst not.
No.
What, durst not tempt him?
For your life, you durst not.
Do not presume too much upon my love. I may do that I shall be sorry for.
You have done that you should be sorry for. There is no terror, Cassius, in your threats. For I am armed, so strong in honesty, that they pass me by as the idle wind, which I respect not. I did send to you for certain sums of gold, which you denied me. For I can raise no money by vile means. By heaven, I'd rather coin my heart and drop my blood for drachmas than to wring from the hard hands of peasants their vile trash by any indirection. I did send to you for gold to pay my legions, which you denied me. Was that done like Cassius? Should I have answered Caius Cassius so? When Marcus Brutus grows so covetous to lock such rascal counters from his friends, be ready, gods, with all your thunderbolts. Dash him to pieces.
I denied you not.
You did.
I did not. He was but a fool that brought my answer back. Brutus hath rived my heart. A friend should bear his friend's infirmities. Brutus makes mine greater than they are.
I do not. Did you practice them on me?
Love me not.
I do not like your fault.
A friendly eye could never see such faults.
A flatterer's would not, though they do appear as huge as high Olympus.
Antony, and young Octavius, come! Revenge yourselves alone on Cassius! Cassius is a weary of this world, hated by one he loves, braved by his brother, checked like a bondman, and all of his faults observed, set in a notebook, learned and conned by rote, to cast into my teeth. I could weep my spirits from my eyes. There is my dagger. Here is my naked breast, within a heart dearer than Pluto's mine, richer than gold. If that thou beest a Roman, take it forth. I that denied thee gold will give my heart to strike as thou didst at Caesar. For I know, when thou didst hate him worst, thou lovest him better than ever thou lovest Cassius. Good!
Sheathe your dagger. Be angry when you will. It shall have scope. Do what you will. Dishonour shall be humour. Oh, Cassius, you are yoked with a lamb that carries anger as the flint bears fire, who, much enforced, shows a hasty spark, and straight is cold again.
What had Cassius lived to be but mirth and laughter to his Brutus, when grief and blood ill vexeth tempered him?
When I spoke that, I was ill-tempered too.
Do you confess so much? Give me your hand.
And my heart too.
Brutus,
What's the matter?
have not you love enough to bear with me when that rash humour that my mother gave me makes me forgetful?
Yes, Cassius. And from henceforth, when you are over-earnest with your Brutus, he'll think your mother chides and leave you so. Lucilius and Titinius. Bid the commanders prepare to lodge their companies tonight.
And come yourselves and bring Messala with you immediately to us.
Lucius, a bowl of wine.
I did not think you could have been so angry.
Oh, Cassius, I am sick of many griefs.
Oh, of your philosophy you make no use if you give place to accidental evils.
No man bears sorrow better. Portia is dead.
Portia,
She is dead.
how escaped I killing when I crossed you so? Oh, insupportable and touching loss. Upon what sickness?
Impatient of my absence and grief that young Octavius with Mark Antony have made themselves so strong, for with her death that tidings came. With this she fell distract, and her attendants absent, swallowed fire.
And died so?
Even so.
Oh, you immortal gods.
Speak no more of her. Give me a bowl of wine. In this, I bury all unkindness, Cassius.
My heart is thirsty for that noble pledge. Fill, Lucius, till the wine o'erswell the cup. I cannot drink too much of Brutus' love.
Come in, Titinius, Lucilius. Welcome, good Messala. Now, sit me close about these tapers here, and call in question our necessities. Messala, I have here received letters that young Octavius with Mark Antony come down upon us with a mighty power, bending their expedition toward Philippi.
Myself have letters of the self-same tenor.
With what addition?
That by prescriptions and bills of outlawry, Octavius Antony and Lepidus have put to death 100 senators.
Therein our letters do not well agree. Mine speak of 70 senators that died by their prescriptions, Cicero being one.
Cicero what?
Cicero is dead, and by that order of prescription. Had you your letters from your wife, my lord?
No, Messala.
Nor nothing in your letters writ of her?
Nothing, Messala.
That methinks is strange.
Why ask you? Hear you aught of her in yours?
No, my lord?
Now, as you are a Roman, tell me true.
And like a Roman, bear the truth I tell. For certain she is dead, and by strange manner.
Why? Farewell, Portia. We must die, Messala. With meditating that she must die once, I have the patience to endure it now.
Even so, great men, great losses should endure.
Well, to our work alive. What do you think of marching to Philippi presently?
Well, I do not think it good.
Your reason?
This it is. 'Tis better that the enemy seek us. So shall he waste his means, weary his soldiers, doing himself offence, whilst we lying still are full of rest, defence, and nimbleness.
Good reasons. Must of force give place to better. The people, twixt Philippi and this ground, do stand but in a forced affection, that they have grudged us contribution. The enemy, marching along by them shall make a fuller number up. Come on, refreshed, new added, and encouraged. From which advantage shall we cut him off? If at Philippi we do face him there, these people at our back.
Hear me, good
Under
brother.
your pardon, you must note beside that we have tried the utmost of our friends. Our legions are brimful, our cause is ripe. The enemy increaseth every day. We, at the height, are ready to decline. There is a tide in the affairs of men, which taken at the flood, leads on to fortune omitted. All the voyage of their life is bound in shallows and in miseries. On such a full sea are we now afloat, and we must take the current when it serves, or lose our ventures.
Then with your will, go on. We'll along ourselves and meet them at Philippi.
The deep of night is crept upon our talk, and nature must obey necessity, which we will niggard with a little rest. There is no more to say.
No more. Good night. Early tomorrow we will rise and hence.
Lucius, my gown. Farewell, good Messala. Good night, Titinius. Lucilius. Noble Cassius. Good night and good repose.
My dear brother, this was an ill beginning of the night. Never comes such division tween our souls. Let it not, Brutus.
Everything is well.
Good night, my lord.
Good night, good brother.
Good night, Lord Brutus.
Farewell, everyone. Give me my gown. How is thy voice tonight?
'Tis good, my lord.
What? Thou speakst drowsily, poor knave, I blame thee not. Thou art watched. Call Claudius and some other of my men. I'll have them sleep on cushions in my tent.
Baron Claudius!
Pause, my lord.
I pray you, sirs, lie in my tent and sleep. It may be I shall raise you by and by on business to my brother Cassius.
So please you, we will stand and watch your pleasure.
I will not have it so. Lie down, good sirs. It may be I shall otherwise bethink me. Look, Lucius, here's the book I sought for soap. I put it in the pocket of my gown.
I was sure your lordship did not give it me.
Bear with me, good boy. I am much forgetful. Canst thou hold up thy heavy eyes a while and sing to me aloud a strain or two?
Aye, my lord, an't please you.
It does, my boy. I trouble thee too much, but thou art willing.
It is my duty, sir.
I should not urge thy duty past thy might. I know that young bloods look for a time of rest.
You have slept, my lord, already.
'Twas well done, and thou shalt sleep again. I will not hold thee long. If I do live, I will be good to thee. This is a sleepy tune. Oh, murderous slumber, lay'st thou thy leaden mace upon my boy that sings thee music? Gentle knave, good night. I will not do thee so much wrong to wake thee. Good boy. Good night. Let me see. Let me see. Ugh. Is not the leaf turned down where I left reading? Here it is, I think. How well this taper burns. Huh? Who comes here? I think it is the weakness of mine eyes that shapes this monstrous apparition. It comes upon me. Art thou anything? Art thou some god, some angel, or some devil that makes my blood cold and my hair to stare? Speak to me what thou art.
Thy evil spirit, Brutus.
Why comest thou?
Tell thee thou shalt see me at Philippi.
But then I shall see thee again.
Aye? At Philippi.
I shall see thee at Philippi then. Now I've taken heart, thou vanishest. Ill spirit! I would hold more talk with thee. Boy, Lucius. Pharaoh, Claudius, sirs, awake! Lucius, awake!
My lord.
Didst thou dream, Lucius, that thou so criedst out?
My lord, I do not know that I did cry.
Aye, that thou didst. Didst thou see anything?
Nothing, my lord.
Sleep again, Lucius. Fellow, Claudius, hearest thou awake?
My lord.
My lord? Why did you so cry out, sirs, in your sleep?
Did you, my lord?
I saw you anything?
No, my lord, I saw nothing.
Nor I, my lord.
Go and commend me to my brother Cassius. Bid him set on his powers betimes before, and we will follow.
Shall be
It shall
done,
be
my
done,
lord.
my lord.